Let me first say, as good as our defense was the first half, and I thought it was as good as it had been all year, especially against a very experienced, physical, older front line, our defense let us down in the second half. 41 points is as much as anybody scored against us in a half. And 4 or 5 really untimely layups where people just either misdirected a ball screen or weren't in position to help. At the same time, with 3 to go in the game, Larry misses a free throw to tie the game, and we really still had ourselves in a position to win the game against what I consider yet another team that'll be in postseason play. I got great respect, obviously, for their coaching staff, but even more so for what they put together in terms of a roster. And I thought this was a high-level Mountain West team. And I thought we had put ourselves in position to win this game. We didn't. You're never happy and you're never comfortable during the season, whether you're winning or you're losing. But this is a time we've got to work before conference play where guys accept and understand their role as it adjusts to the team. And I think there's some learning, hopefully, that took place in this locker room afterwards, and hopefully some of it will show Sunday afternoon against a very good, talented, and physically tough Northern Colorado team.
Larry, what do you think what happened on defense? I know Larry had 3 fouls, and he even said that he didn't played maybe a little too soft, not wanting to get more fouls. Was it that or not a lot of communication? I mean, can you put your finger on what happened defensively in the second half?
I think, first of all, I want to credit their players. They have good players, and they have very physical, strong players. They scored in the paint easily on us the second half, whether it was drop-offs or whether it was individual moves inside. But you know what? On 4 or 5 plays, we had somebody do something that we've not asked them to do. Not because they were lazy, but instead of shoving a ball screen to the screen, we let them turn down 2 screens for layups. Instead of fake trapping in the post, we trapped in the post, which we were not going to do. And those led to baskets. Really, I guess in football terms, missed assignments. Good players making good plays, but we had a couple good runs the second half. We had some passion. We fortunately had about 3,000 or 4,000 people here to really give us an impetus when we had those runs. But we couldn't finish the job, and that's the bottom line. We needed to win that game. We didn't. Now we got to make sure we don't drop our heads. We don't sulk. Instead, we do quite the opposite. We look in the mirror. We see what can we do better, and we go out there and try to do it better Sunday afternoon.
Coach, you guys had a couple scoring droughts there where you couldn't find a rhythm for a little while. What do you think was behind that? Where there'd be certain times there where you guys would have...
I was just talking to Coach Smith because he said he had 7 or 8 coaching scoring droughts too tonight, and we were comparing notes trying to figure out why did we have those scoring droughts. First case scenario is they're one of the top 20 teams in the nation defensively. Again, I wouldn't want to disregard their talent. But you know what? We got some wide open looks. So we had 2 wide open looks. Jerron Granberry, 2 wide open looks. And even Riley missed a wide open look. And so if those go down, those scoring droughts probably reduce to some. I don't think you can put your finger on it because I see these articles written about NBA and college games about droughts. I think it's a large part of basketball. There's droughts throughout games, especially when there's good defense being played. And that first half, although a little ugly on the offensive end, I'd probably agree, a lot of droughts, 21 to 20 and a half.
But too, Larry, I know, like against Denver, Larry gave you a heck of an effort and, couldn't get a lot of production from a lot of other guys, not through a lack of effort, but just couldn't get it, and this kind of happened again tonight. How important will it be, maybe, I know you can't get perfection every night, but that, if Larry keeps playing like this, that other guys produce, I guess. How important is that?
If you look at the stats, Adams had 10, Granberry 12, so we had 3 guys in doubles. I really don't think tonight offense was our problem. I think maybe selection of shots, selection of passes, 9 turnovers the first half with some really foolish passes where we were experimenting. I thought that hurt us in terms of droughts and scoring as much as individual offensive moves. We got to get better. We're going to get better. I told them in the locker room, look, I don't know if I've been around a better group of guys, the guys that I enjoy being with. Guys did all the right things, set an all-time record since they recorded academics here in the first semester. But that doesn't help us against SMU tonight. Making a few more shots, a few less droughts, and most important to me, second half defensive errors cost us this game.